I have now switched over to a current Google form I have already made and created. Each question allows you to have I have now switched over to a Google form I have already made. Every question be one of 9 options. The first one, as you can see, is the date option. Here you can have people select from the calendar what day it is, or just any day in particular. The next option is the time. People can type in the time of day it is into your Google and answer the question. Next, you have multiple choice. Here it's just like any other multiple choice question. You have one option to select as your answer. Next, you have paragraph. The paragraph allows you to type in a long answer to the question. Drop-down questions allow you to have a drop-down box where you select your answer. Now, in this, you don't see that, but in the live version, you will be able to see the little drop-down box, and you will click on the arrow and select your answer. The short answer question allows you to type in a short answer to the question. Checkboxes allows you to select more than one option for your answer. A linear scale allows you to have a scale from either 1 to 5 or 1 to 10, whatever you so well please, and you will put what is one end of the spectrum to the other opposite end of the spectrum. And the person taking your survey will choose which number corresponds with them the most. As you can see, here are the 5 different things you can choose. The grid now is a little more complicated. You might have to play around with this the most, because for it to work, you need to have the rows and columns lined up perfectly so it is accurate to what you are wanting the person to answer. So when you choose the multiple choice grid, just be willing to work with it. At the bottom of each question, there are these buttons. The first one is the duplicate question. So if you click it, you get the same question as you previously had. As always, the trash can gets rid of the question. You can either require the person to respond to it or not. If so, there will be a little asterisk at the top of it, and the person will not be able to move on without answering that question. The 3 dots, as always, is the more option. Here you can add a description to the question, limit the responses depending on what type of question it is, and that as well. Now, the way you collect responses is in the edit mode. You will be able to click this response page, and as you can see now, here are the different responses and graphs that they give based on the question that people answered. You can also click this green icon in the top. This allows you to see a spreadsheet of your survey and see all the different answers in one place as well. You can also choose when you want people to respond, you can also choose to accept responses or not by toggling this accept responses button on and off. Now, there are 2 different styles of the form. There is the live form, which Now there are two different form styles. Now there is a difference between the live version and the URL version. The live version, as you know, you can access is what people the live URL is the URL that people will use when they are taking your survey themselves. The Google Drive URL is the URL, as you can see when you click on the link within your Google Drive, and if you insert this into your web browser, and that you will get you will be able to access the editing version of your Google form and be able to edit the form yourself.